Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. I hope you guys are doing super well today. I'm feeling really good today and I'm very excited for today's video because we are actually going to do our first big project in the new workshop. I've been waiting for the day where I can work on a project and everything is not disorganized, so this is honestly very exciting. So a couple of weeks ago I did a full apartment tour and one of the biggest problem areas that I had was actually our kitchen and our dining room, and these two spaces are kind of my top priority right now. I've actually had this idea for the kitchen for a very long time and I was never sure if it was like the right move or not, but today we're just gonna do it and see how it goes. One of the biggest struggles of having an open concept space is that everything is visible all of the time, especially our kitchen island. It basically is in the middle of our whole first floor, so whatever is on it is always exposed. One side of it has been such an eyesore for so long, so I've been thinking about making kind of like a kitchen island extension, which basically is a shelf. So we're gonna DIY it, make it super custom so that it looks like it fits right in there. And of course, we cannot stop there. One thing has led to another, and I decided I just really need to refresh it and update it just a little bit. There's some small little details that we're missing, and as you can tell, I'm totally in like a fall mood right now, so I want to update it for fall as well. So that is kind of my plan right now. I still have to actually draw up the little shelf cabinet that we're gonna build. So that's step number one, and then we can get going. Here is the culprit. As you can see, we have a lot of different plugs going on here, and it's just not the best, especially if you're walking here and you trip over that. As much as we've tried to change things around, this really is like the most accessible outlet in this apartment on our first floor. So it's kind of what we're dealing with right now. And rather than fighting it, we are going to work with it. And I think that building a little shelf extension to expand our kitchen a little bit more is going to do just the trick. Now we have to figure out how exactly it's going to look, because I am envisioning this either going all the way up to right below the countertop or a little bit lower, just to make it, you know, have some height difference, make it a little bit more interesting to look at. I'm gonna go sketch this out first and then we can get the materials to build it. Okay, I have a bunch of common boards at home already, but I thought I would do just the top with select pine so that's a little bit nicer, and this is only 13 bucks. They are sold out of the squiggle trim, so I bought this instead. Maybe it'll work, or I will try to find it somewhere else. We're in the new workshop. This is so exciting. I am seriously so excited for this new setup, you guys, but I'm also very nervous because it's been like maybe 2 weeks since I've cut something, and at this point I am stalling a little bit, but I do have to cut all these boards today as well as the trim. So as you guys saw, it was very difficult to find any more of that wavy trim. This piece right here might be the last that you can even find in Southern California, and it's too short for my project. So what I'm gonna do is actually try to cut this in half, and we only really need it as a decorative piece, so I'm going to try and do that. Hopefully that works. I honestly cannot believe that these are sold out. I have a feeling that a lot of DIYers are using it now, so it's probably in a much higher demand. I should have stocked up on this when I had the chance, but honestly, now that I'm thinking about it, I made that console table with this trim so long ago. I think I made it last year, so it's been quite a while. So as an alternative, I did find this trim, which I still really like. I think it's very unique with a more angular look. My only concern is that this is kind of already stained, or it might be the color of the wood. So I'm gonna sand this down and see if we can make it work. Otherwise, I'm gonna have to figure something else out, but that is for future me to worry about. So for now, let's just cut all the pieces and just take this project one step at a time. So let's start cutting. anyways. Okay, pretty clean actually. Will this work? I don't know, let's see. I'm actually pretty upset that this just broke off and it's the only piece I have, and now this longer piece is literally not long enough for this project, so that was a fail. So my plan is to use this trim now, which honestly I still really like. I just wanted to be able to use this one because I love the squiggle, but you know what? We'll try this one and hopefully it'll actually sand down so I can stain it. Another day of DIY. First, I need to load the dishwasher. Can you guys even believe that it took me pretty much 30 years of life to start using the dishwasher regularly? And it has completely changed my life. I really should have done this last night. One thing that I learned about myself is that I definitely need to eat before doing a project. Otherwise, I get really grumpy and I just work through the meals. So I'm gonna make my morning smoothie, which I feel like I have perfected the recipe now. I feel like I'm on a cooking show right now. And something I've been really loving in my smoothies lately is adding some dates and then also the Armra colostrum. I just do like 3 or 4 scoops in a smoothie. And I actually recently just learned about them. I've been seeing so many people use it and raving about it. So I actually bought their to-go packets in the watermelon flavor and it is so good. I've really been loving it. So when they reached out to work with me on this video, I of course had to say yes because honestly, this is such an amazing brand. So I've been trying out the unflavored Armra colostrum and this is just so easy to work into my morning routine. You can put it into just cold water or any cold beverage. I like it in a matcha or in a smoothie like I am today. Or honestly, the best way to take it is just to dry scoop it into your mouth, which I honestly like to do because even though this is unflavored, I like the taste of it. Most mornings I'm already having a smoothie, so I'm gonna put in a couple of scoops and you are good to go. I totally get why so many people are raving about Armra because colostrum just has so many good benefits for you. So this basically is a bioactive whole food. It has over 400 nutrients like peptides, antibodies, and antioxidants that help support things like your cells, your gut, your immune system, and so much more. And personally, since taking it, I've noticed a lot less bloating. You guys know I'm a huge foodie, so sometimes after eating those big meals, I don't feel so great afterwards. But since taking this regularly, I definitely feel a difference and I'm excited to see what the results will be after I take it for a longer period of time. So I definitely will update you guys after a couple of months. I just love that I can easily incorporate it into my morning routine, especially on those slow mornings before I get to work. Those have been so important to me, especially as I get older. It really does set the tone for the rest of the day. So being able to do something good for my body right when I wake up makes me feel so good. If you want to try Armra, they do have a special offer for you guys. So you can get 15% off with my code TinaLay at checkout. You could also go to tryarmra.com/TinaLay and that will also get you the 15% off your first order. I hope you guys check it out. I'm going to finish my smoothie, finish some of my admin work, and then we can get to DIYing. I am a very happy girl right now because these sanded down so nice and smooth. They are ready to be stained. And also I just upgraded my sander, so now I don't absolutely hate sanding as much as I usually do. I don't know why it took me so long to get an orbital sander, but this thing is amazing. It's so easy just to put the sandpaper on. My only gripe is that since this is battery powered, it doesn't last all the way through, but I was working triming with this before, which honestly was a whole process. So I'm very happy with this purchase, and I've learned that sometimes maybe it's not the process that you hate, maybe it's the tools that you have that are making the process harder. Time to retire this one. So this build consists of 7 pieces, 4 to create the box, 1 for the shelf, and 2 trim pieces. And when you break it down like that, it just shows that creating a custom piece doesn't have to be intimidating or overcomplicated. You can simplify things to work within your own skill set to build something amazing. And I'm gonna be honest with you guys, I was running behind this day working on other projects, so going into this, I was already a bit all over the place. But I told myself, once I get into the groove of it, it is going to go by so fast. And you know what? That is actually what happened. I ended up enjoying the process once I got into the right mindset. Sometimes just getting started is the hardest part, but once you get over that hump, nothing can stop you. Okay, I'm going to call it a night. It is so hot in here today and I am sweating, which honestly, maybe it's a good thing because I'm not allowed to work out for like a full week, so I haven't been going to Orange Theories, so I guess this was my workout. I'm gonna let all the glue set and dry and we will come back to this tomorrow. Hello, 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 testing. All right, I'm back. I'm feeling so much better, and I'm also wearing shorts today, which you can't tell on camera, but I learned my lesson yesterday. I actually am in such a better mood today because last night we actually crossed something off of my summer bucket list. Literally right at the end of summer, we went to a drive-in movie last night, and it was so much fun. It was my first time going. I honestly had the best time, and I cannot wait for us to go back. And we actually vlogged the whole thing, so if you guys want to watch it, I will have it linked below. And I don't know why, but the whole time I was calling it the Minions movie, but it's literally called Despicable Me. Overall, it was a 10 out of 10 experience, and I feel like it was just the thing I needed to take a break in between doing this project. So now we are back and it's looking pretty good. I am pretty pleased with this trim, even though it wasn't like my top pick when I envisioned this project. It's actually turning out pretty cute. Okay, I found my stain. We are literally using the last of my pre-stain wood conditioner. I don't know why, but I'm pretty sure in the whole state of California, you can only buy 8-ounce bottles. Back at home in Illinois, I was able to buy like a quart size, and here I can only find these. So this is the very last bit of it, and the last time I went, it was also sold out, so I don't know why everything is sold out for this project, but I'm just using what I have. And I'm still debating on what stain I want to use, so I'm going to actually just pre-stain it first and then we can figure that out. We're going with golden oak because that honestly has never failed me, and there's something that I just love about the staining process. I feel like when you get to staining, that means that you're almost done with the project. You're at the finish line. You just have to put on the stain and the top coat and you're there. Gotta get my gloves on. I remember the first time I ever stained anything, I got like this little tube from Michael's. I made a bridal sign for a friend. I think I actually made a tutorial. I think I made a tutorial on my channel for it, and this was probably like, I don't know, 7 years ago. So we've come a long way since then. As many times as I've built a box before, each time I learn something new because I still feel like a newbie, even though it's kind of my job now. Like every time I make a mistake, it's a chance for me to learn for the next project. So I still definitely can improve. But now we are here, we're at the finish line. We're gonna finish this and it's gonna look amazing in the kitchen. I should have turned this first. Okay, coming down. She's a big girl. Okay, Is it gonna fit? Oh my God. It's a perfect fit. I don't know why I'm whispering. That just warmed up the whole entire kitchen. This is why DIYing is so worth it, because to have a custom piece that fits exactly where I want it and how I want it, honestly, there's just no better feeling. We just built this together, and all of the different challenges that we went through making this, honestly, just went out the window, because this feeling is the best. Okay, but why is there this big gap at the top though? Something is not leveled here. This is pretty leveled. Does that mean this island is not? Oh my gosh. What? Are you guys seeing this? Look at how unleveled this island is. I honestly am shocked, but also not really, because I feel like all new builds are built very quickly, and sometimes they cut corners. Honestly, I have no words. Like, what? How? So excited to start decorating! Listen, I know a couple of you guys in last week's video said that it was too early for fall decorating, and I'm right there with you, because I am a summer baby. I love summer. I literally live for summer. But as someone who's grown up with all 4 seasons and moving to a place like Southern California where everything is a blur and it feels like spring and summer all the time, I just need some visual cues that the year is passing through and I'm not just floating through the year without a care in the world, because I feel like that happened to me last year, where everything just blurred together so quickly. I had no real sense of time and everything just flew by. So this time around, I am fully embracing fall. Some people are already decorating for Halloween, and I'm not ready for that yet. I actually have a lot of ideas for Halloween and Thanksgiving and Christmas, and I cannot wait for you guys to see, because you guys are not ready. But for now, we're decorating for fall, so I thought the kitchen was the perfect place to put cute little garlands, a bunch of pumpkins. I gathered some new things, some old things, some thrifted items. But before that, I'm actually going to open my new rug. We actually don't have a rug in the kitchen right now, and I feel like that is definitely missing, and it's keeping it from feeling even cozier in here. So I bought a long runner rug. Let's open her up together. This rug is called the Billy. That's such a cute name. I'm still obsessed with the Billie Eilish album, and also the new Billy and Charlie song. We have been playing it nonstop. Also, if I didn't already mention, this is from the Leloy and Amber Lewis collection. Amber Lewis can honestly do no wrong. Okay, are you guys ready? Ooh, look at these toads. This is totally a me rug, and because it has like that vintage look to it and lots of colors on it, it's gonna be perfect for the kitchen, because it will hide all the mess and all the crumbs that are definitely gonna get on here. Rug is looking good. I have a ton of fall decor for the rest of the kitchen, but for the actual shelf, I actually wanted to use it for housing cookbooks. I just bought this one. This is all about easy and simple Vietnamese recipes to cook at home, which, if I'm being honest, I really never cook Vietnamese food ever, and I really want to learn how to. So hopefully I will learn a lot from this book. And also the cover is very cute and pink, so this is going to be a great thing to display. I also bought this, which you guys might make fun of me for, so we'll see how good these turn out. I definitely want to find actual books that I'm going to read, but the issue with that is that coffee table books and books in general are just so expensive, and I'm not going to drop a ton of money on books all at one time. I'm not on Ashley Tisdale's level. If you guys saw her AD tour, then you know what I'm talking about. So I saw these on Amazon, and they basically are fake coffee table books. Ooh, okay. So you just push the carton. I can only imagine how many of these people use to stage houses though. Okay, then you just rip off this sticker, fold it over, and now you have yourself a fake book that looks honestly pretty realistic, and I can definitely style these anywhere in my house, and no one will ever know besides you guys. had to show you guys this piece that I found at the thrift store. I think it's perfect for the shelf. I think it's going to fit. And it is this wine rack in this bright red color. I think it's a lot deeper in person than it's showing up on camera right now. It's more like a dark cherry red, and it was only $6. So I'm gonna clean this up, put it in the shelf, and then put all of my wines in it. Like, what a good find this was. I am so ready to cook my first big meal in this kitchen. It feels ready for hosting. I absolutely love all the warm tones that are going on in here. And the shelf, you guys, adds that much more warmth into this kitchen. I am so glad that I built that thing. It's already helping us clear up the island and keeping things contained in one spot. I'm very, very proud of it. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And next week, I'll actually give you guys like a full view of everything together, because right now I'm actually working on our dining room and it is very chaotic. It's gonna be even better once the dining room is done. So if you haven't already, make sure to subscribe down below so that you guys don't miss out on that video next week. If you'd like to see more from me, you can check out my Instagram where I post every single day, or you can also find me on our vlog channel where I share a lot more of life and behind the scenes, and we post on there every single week. All right, guys, that is it for me today. Thank you so much for watching. Stay inspired, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.